According to Leslie Jones, marriage is slavery.
I think marriage is legalized slavery.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Say more, because if I'm thinking about slavery and I'm thinking about marriage, there are two different images that come
Absolutely
into my head.
not. I don't think. I don't know how you don't. A man is, especially if he's expecting you to be a trad wife, he might as well pull out a whip and a chain.
Wow. So there are young people watching who might be wanting to get married. What would you say to them?
Don't
get married.
No.
Okay.
Leslie has chosen to give advice to the younger generation that they should not get married. But here's the thing. Marriage is not just a physical contract. It's also a spiritual one. And if people are choosing to come into a covenant without knowing the family history, without even bothering to see if they're even spiritually aligned with that individual, of course marriage is going to seem like slavery. Of course marriage is going to seem like it came from the depths of hell. If God did not give that person to us, then we're not to just jump and get married to them. There's a reason why God says to consult him in everything that we do. And let's be for real, most people get married because it looks good on paper, because they want to boast to their friends, because they feel like, all right, well, now that I'm married, I have help with the bills. See, all these things can be true, but they can also still be married to someone who treats them like dirt. It's always best practice to first evaluate yourself. Marriage is never going to work if the person is not happy with themselves. How do you be happy with yourself? You learn how to be alone. Be happy with finding the source of happiness inside yourself. See, once you learn how to be by yourself, happiness will then follow. You're not looking for happiness in another person. When you are already whole, another person is there to complement, not complete. Where Leslie went wrong was that she was looking for someone to complete her rather than complement her. Another thing that most people overlook is that once they decide to jump into a marriage with someone, they really don't evaluate the family lineage, the bloodline. Imagine getting married to someone and you find out that their great-great-grandfather was a warlock. Their great-great-grandfather was a Satanist. Marriage, you have to do the homework first. You can't just jump into the marriage. You have to do the homework and then present it to God and say, God, is this person for me? Should I lock it down with this person? And he'll definitely tell you yay or nay. People who say that marriage is slavery married the wrong person. And Leslie is yet another actress that is presenting as if she cares about the community, because what woman would advise another woman not to get married? Marriage is protection. Yeah. So this is just feeding yet the agenda of to divide and to conquer, to get women to say, well, I don't need a man to do anything for me. I can do it for myself. You know, girl, go ahead, do that if you feel that's what you need to do. But biblically speaking, telling women to not get married because marriage is slavery is demonic. Well, intrinsic, sometimes these men change. You know, you can't really say that, a marriage is always going to be great. Yes, I can. I can say that, because if you ask God who you should marry, the marriage is going to be great. Not everything is perfect in life, but the slavery that Leslie's talking about, no, you don't get that in a godly union. You think God don't know what you like? Don't listen to Leslie's advice, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to Leslie's advice. It's unfortunate that Leslie is in a terrible marriage, but we are not built to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. So this whole agenda of I don't need nobody, I could do it by myself, is demonic. On that note, happy Good Friday, y'all.